Hello everyone, my name is SurrealBeliefs and welcome back to another modification review, where today we're going over a new mod called Glory Mod Bretonia. Glory Mod is a mod series made by a fellow called Major Spankage, and he made the Glory Mod Bretonia that I did use in my Bretonia campaign before. Unfortunately, the Beastman patch broke the Bretonia mod that I was using for it. But as we go on, I'll go through each unit here. Now, right now we're looking at a tier 4 unit called the Vampiric Knights, and they're expert melee cav. But here we have a dismounted variant of them. And still, they're very, very strong. Then up here, we have Skeleton Archers, which are a tier 1 unit. And again, they're actually fantastic to have. I like the idea of undead being forced to shoot in a general direction, and that is how they're able to kind of cover that end. And keep in mind, he's not really here for lore in terms of being accurate the complete time. He is in for actually making a cohesive idea, though, for a faction, and he does a really good job at doing that. Over here, we have the Decayed ones, which are fantastic. They have halberds, and they are recently killed humans that have been risen up against their own people. Now, that is why they're fairly capable fighters, because the Necromancers just brought them up, but if you look at it, they look rather fresh, too. They're not, all rotted away and nasty, but here are those Vampiric Knights who are actually mounted, and they're cool, too. I like them. So keep on going along. Back here, we have more Decayed ones, and there will be more units in the modification, and there are more right now, but for now, I wanted to show off what we have here, and we even have a few longbow units, too. They're right over here, Decayed ones, but for longbows. They're a little bit slack-jawed, but again, they'll get the job done. Okay. Now he's added other new units too, like Hellseed Lancers, and they're an elite unit. They're expert flyers, and they're very powerful too. Then you've got other ones like Warlocks, who are a tier 3 siege unit. And then you've got the Lord of Death, which is, a tier 5 unit, Krell. But right now, we're going to charge in and enjoy a very terrible battle. And by terrible, I mean cool, but also gruesome too. But here they go right now. Charging into the fray. The Vampiric Knights are about to kick face in. I really do like these halberdiers in here. I like the idea of having fresh troops kind of, preserved like that. And Kimmler's on his way, looking like a low-tier warlock from World of Warcraft. Fantastic. Okay. Here we go. We have a great charge happening right now. Vampiric Knights are now clashing with Black Knights for a pretty brutal melee. Got bats in the backdrop. I wanted to make sure that we showed a comparison of forces here for the Vampire Count Army and my own new Glory Mod. Well, I nearly said Bretonian. My own new, Vampire Count Army for the Glory Mod. If we go look at it real quick, they're destroying them completely. If we go look at what they have for stats right now, Vampiric Knights, 90 armor. They've got armor piercing. They're anti-infantry. They're very strong. They are armored too. Weapon strength of 40, whereas over here, 38. I mean, they're really not too different in very many ways, but they do have the advantage of having armor piercing and shields too. They are shielded. I mean, they are too, but they have more armor. If you look at it, the leadership's very high in comparison. We've got more melee defense, more melee attack, so they're going to hit nearly twice as much. The speed is much higher, which is... Oh, wait, no, that would be Fellbats, my bad. They're a little bit slower, which is what they should be. Over here, we've got a Necromancer coming to fight. But yeah, I will pause here and there or go into slow motion to kind of compare stats where I can. But here they come again. I really do like the longbows, though, or even the Skeleton Archers. Aesthetically, they're very cool looking, too. I like how they're wearing a little bit of their gear, their kit. Okay, the clash is about to happen. The main one. Here we go right now. They're moving in. We're shooting at the bats as they are in the sky, and now we're charging in, or they're charging in, and we're just kind of holding for now. And here we go over here for even more Vampiric Knights. Still fighting, still holding off Fellbats. And then back we go. The Grave Guard are playing around, fighting the Decayed ones who have halberds. Who, again, that fresh look makes them rather unsettling to gaze upon. They look human. I mean, from back here, hey, look, a bunch of humans, and then you look at the front. Oh, wait. No, they're dead. They're just a little bit fresher than the norm. If we go look at it right now, the Vampiric Knights are destroying them. So, I mean, here we have a lot of powerful units here. Really going to change up your game if you want to use them. Again, not lore-like, but they are here. They even have a Black Coach. The epic Vampire Count unit, that does pretty much nothing. I mean, they're doing a little bit more right now, I guess. I mean, they probably buffed it up. I haven't really used it to great effect yet. I'll have to try it again. We got vampires over here, just who are about to clash on in. After they beat his Graveguard, of course. But no, we've got our undead over here, just kind of wallowing about, flailing at each other. It's like watching dolls fight. It's like watching your army men fight, I bet. Like how you might have been a kid and you might have had like your little soldiers and you were pretending to watch them fight. Yeah, it's kind of like that for a necromancer, probably. Barely. Wow, you can hear every thump of every hit. Just big clashes are happening. It's like they're hitting a freaking rock. Even Kimmler's in the game. But yeah, we have the Grim and the Grave coming out soon. That's really going to change up modders for, or their content for any type of vampire count mod. It's going to add in a lot of new content. That's going to be able to give a lot more variety to the factions. Look at that buff up. Yeah, I do have a mod enabled to make magic more powerful. So, I mean, any magic that is used in the replays that I didn't use in the vanilla game is going to be, well, buffed up. And it could even change out the outcome of a fight, too. Just watch them just take things down here. We're going to watch them for a bit, because they are really cool looking. I love watching them fight. They're terrifying, I might add. Oh, headless zombie. Funny. Like a phantom. My vampire knights are chilling out over there. They'll be here eventually to come help out. We've got my bows over here who's still having to endure a black coach. Kind of hacking away for fun. My halberds are trying to stop it. I mean, they've been there. I did the right thing by trying to stop it, but they're doing everything right now. Got a few arrows being loosed over here. Being notched and loosed. I've got my vampiric knights here coming to take care of that black coach. I was like, ah, come on, get away from me. They're meant to come help out over here even more, but I think we got it largely. Killed nearly all of them. The battle's nearly over. They're going to fall apart soon. We'll get one last good look at what's happening before we finally go. But here's been the battle thus far. We beat them soundly. I mean, they're still here fighting, but I guess like maybe they fall apart after a leader dies. I don't know what happened there. But they did lose. Oh, maybe I left. Oh, wow, I did leave. Well, that's a little bit of a change. But I didn't know that I did leave. I didn't think I did. I thought I killed them all. That's a little bit weird. It could have been the mods that changed things up, but I'm not too sure. But either way, we killed their leader, so it was probably the magic that really changed things up. But either way, that would be the glory mod for the vampire count. And if you would like to see more mod reviews, let me know down below. Make sure that you leave a like, drop down a comment, and share it with your friends and all that. Anyway, as always, until then.